If you've watched our 2020 kickoff general meeting last month, you're well aware of all the great things coming due to partnerships, old and new, and Pillar's own efforts to push the industry forward. And reiterating on what our team touched, I'll be telling you what we can potentially be able to do with all our Pillar apps in 1 year's time. By the way, if you haven't already, consider subscribing and activating the bell, as our channel is one of our main sources of communication with all of those interested in knowing what happens over here. And if you do appreciate the content we put out, leave a thumbs up, as it helps the algorithm push our videos to more and more people. The ethos of Pillar echoes with the notion that we should always be in control of what is rightfully ours, our assets, our identity, our data. Every step we take in our journey has that intention fueling it, pushing us forward. So all of our efforts, all of our partnerships have to obviously resonate with that idea. Funny how that sounds like a revolutionary thing, but it's simply our right. But I digress. In 12 months, due to set efforts, the Pillar platform will open a good number of very interesting doors to its community. For example, thanks to our relationship with Sabler, it will be possible, among other things, to have payroll streaming in the Pillar platform. Imagine the situation in which you're part of the waiting staff at a restaurant, been there, and you have a dreadful 14-hour shift ahead of you. It wouldn't be so dreadful in case you got paid hourly, now would it? I know I'd be stoked if I knew that at the minute I left work, I'd have the equivalent of those 14 hours already in my wallet, as opposed to only at the end of the month. The same goes to babysitting. How many sitters out there stayed more than what was agreed to? What if that difference was instantly streamed to you? Part of the grievance goes away when we know the right thing is being done automatically. Freelancing would also be much less of a headache. A portion of the total value can be agreed to be streamed ahead of delivery, so everyone has some skin in the game and are in less harm in case the deal doesn't work out. There are many more things possible, like allowances, lending, subscriptions. Sabler themselves know that these are but a handful of examples, barely scratching the surface of what's possible to achieve. Now know that you'll be able to do all of it without leaving your very own Pillar app. Security had its own portion of the presentation, as it speaks directly to what we believe in. And our community should feel just as safe keeping their assets inside the Pillar platform as they feel when using their regular banking solutions. With this in mind, we have partnered with Nexus Mutual, and we'll be offering smart wallet insurance as a service inside the Pillar app. With the introduction of our web portal, your smart wallet funds will not only be recoverable, but also insured. No more game overs when you lose your phone, private key, or access to any of those. This will also be one of the many utility cases coming for the Pillar token, as the service will be a premium one, paid for with Pillar tokens. Another one of Pillar's virtues is personal data privacy and security. The way we're targeted for ads and harvested for data nowadays is atrocious, and we must find alternatives to it. Enter One World Online, a company that is doing just that. They present people with interactive ad placements in the form of quizzes, polls, surveys, and more that are anonymously filled out and give the companies valuable information that better helps them develop their own strategies. And One World Online makes it all work using their token, 1WO, that is exchanged for a set number of impressions their ad gets. Pillar tokens can also be used not only by companies to get impressions, but also given to users as payment for participating in their market researches. Also, our goal is to make those services available in the Pillar app for those who voluntarily and anonymously want to participate and get the Pillar tokens then and there. Helps grow the Pillar platform and adds yet another utility to our token. Now, if I may, allow me to play the devil's advocate for a moment. Data collection today is an important step into the future. It is what AI systems need in order to get better and improve our lives in a great number of ways. I'll even link to a very interesting series of documentaries down in the description box detailing ways in which data-powered AIs are leading us into an incredible world. But there needs to be a better, more ethical way of obtaining and utilizing said data. Our friends at Ocean are tackling just that. They are working hard developing solutions in data collection and usage, doing the same thing we at Pillar set out to do, giving power back to data owners, quoting them directly. We're hoping that this collaboration will allow Pillar to introduce safe data sharing and become an interface of the open data economy, where users control how, when, and with whom their data is shared. Using Ocean's infrastructure, we are one step closer to data sovereignty. Pillar's inception was around controlling and truly owning personal data. The whole concept of the personal data locker comes from that idea. So far, we have focused on solving many of the problems that are surrounding that idea. And now, we have found a partner that will help us hit the nail in the head. Textile is a company that offers a storage solution that's ideal for us and for our users. It offers us tools that harmonize with what we at Pillar believe in, such as decentralized database, remote storage, scalability, and many more. That's a bunch of steps closer into what we envisioned. But if you were to think those are the only problems we're tackling, you'd be mistaken. Pillar also saw an opportunity in DAOs, which are decentralized autonomous organizations, to be even more useful for the communities around the globe. A DAO helps to organize and coordinate groups and get things done more efficiently. Think about it like a social media group with a piggy bank built in and focused on funding specific projects in order to solve a need of the group. This evokes a more proactive and engaged mindset. We're currently experimenting with this within our ambassador group, with what we're calling the ambassadors. Through it, we aim to coordinate efforts, allowing Pillar ambassadors to vote for and fund community initiatives around the world. There's much more in DAOs though. We see it as a way to evolve the current passiveness embedded in social media into palpable actions in real life. And there's more. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, applications were exploding in the last months, despite sometimes being a bit overwhelming for the regular crypto user. How many users can we attract providing the DeFi experience in the well-renowned and extremely intuitive Pillar style? Thanks to a partnership with Aave, we'll be able to lend and borrow in the Pillar platform. Lenders will provide liquidity and will get paid interest on top of what they lend, all inside of the app. And what about the no-loss lottery? Pull Together has created the concept where you buy a savings ticket with a chance to win a prize. But not winning does not mean you're losing, as you're still in control over what you invested at the start. And in Pillar, we'll also be able to automate trading strategies, thanks to our friends at TokenSets. If you ever wanted to trade, but was unsure or even afraid you might end up making a mistake, how does an AI-powered algorithm that helps you make the most of it sounds? You'll be able to copy specialist traders by buying their sets. Sit back, relax, and track a portfolio. These are some of the new things Pillar has envisioned for the year 2020. So spread the word, send this video to your friends, anyone you know that might get excited and join the greatest community in crypto. I'll be updating you guys every step of the way, so be sure to subscribe and follow us on our social channels. Drew will be sitting down with me in a few days to talk more about the process of implementing this whole vision, putting the puzzle together, so be on the lookout for that. That's it for this video, till next time.